Anyways, all right. So today's 10, 23, 23, 23, 23, 23.
Two.
Bless you.
I heard my friend's voice last year from the video.
Nice. Order of operation. Order of operation.
Why did it that?
The back screen does, because it's a lot of connections. All right.
Today's the 23rd.
Yes.
Today's my sister's birthday.
Yeah.
Happy birthday.
It's not her birthday.
Oh, I'm not here.
Okay. When I was a kid, we learned it as, please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. PEMDAS. And then we were like, kids sometimes make a mistake with this. So we kind of have to somewhat change it up. And a couple years ago, we did. We changed it a little to kind of help you remember. PEMDAS. Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. Some of you remember it from previous years. What does the P stand for? Parentheses. What does the E stand for? Nice. That's the little number at the top. M.
Multiplication.
No, she's just a controller thing.
D.
Division.
A.
Addition.
S.
Subtraction.
Okay. So, order of operations. Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. It stands for all of this. Parentheses, exponents, multiply, divide, add, and subtract. It tells you the order you have to do these math problems in. So you always have to do parentheses first. But when we write it like this, sometimes students think, oh, so that means you have to subtract last? And that's actually not the case. Sometimes you have to subtract before you add. But kids will mess that up. They think like, well, the S came last, so that means I have to do that absolutely at the end. And it's not always the case. And then kids think, oh, I have to do division here? And no, not necessarily. So what we did is we created something different to hopefully minimize the mistakes. So we call it, and here at McFadden, circle the terms. Okay? Circle the terms will help us make sure we do these math problems correctly. I need the mic so I don't have to yell. And it actually helps you in high school because you will be doing terms in high school as well. Okay, what is circle the terms? You're going to circle everything but the addition and subtraction sign. Okay, so you're going to circle everything but the addition and subtraction sign. So the only thing you're not going to circle is the addition and subtraction sign. Okay? And this will make more sense once we start doing some problems. But just remember, do not circle addition and subtraction signs. It's going to help us do the math. If you circle the addition and subtraction, then it becomes confusing. So it's something that we realize as math teachers, like, oh, if we tell them, it will hopefully make sure that they do it correctly. In math, order matters. What I do first matters. So let's do this problem. 10 minus 25 divided by 5 plus 6.
Why is it so long?
Well, order of operations have us dealing with long problems. Now, what if, let's pretend, Ruben decides to subtract first, and Brianna decides to divide first, and I decide to add first. The three of us are going to get 3 different answers, and only one of them is going to be correct. So if Ruben decides to subtract first, he's going to get one answer. If Brianna decides to divide, Brianna's going to get a different answer. And if I decide to add first, I'm going to get a different answer. Who's right? Well,
Brianna.
Good job, Brianna. Circle everything but the addition and subtraction sign. What does that mean? We're going to do circles. So I start circling the first number. Am I going to include the subtraction sign? No. We're going to leave it outside the circle. The circle of trust. Leave it outside.
What?
Then I'm going to start a new circle of the 25, Desiree.
Oh, yeah, I remember this.
Good.
Oh yeah.
Do I circle the division?
No, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Keep circle. Now I see an addition sign. I stop circling. And then I circle the 6. This circling circles mini problems, or it just circles numbers that I don't do anything with. So here's the 10. There's nothing I can do with it. So I just bring it down. Just 10. Nothing to do. Bring down the subtraction. Now I have this other circle. I got to do this math problem right now. So everybody do this math problem right now. Good. 25 divided by 5
It's fine.
is 5. You can use your multiplication table
It's a boy project.
to divide. Okay. Now, I'm only left with subtraction and addition, which is great. That's what you want to end up with at the end. Only addition and subtraction. Now we're just going to do it from left to right. So, 10 minus 5
5.
plus 6.
Wait, what? I can't even see. Oh, it's 11?
So, if we follow the correct order of operations, our correct answer is 11. If we do anything differently, you'll get a different answer, but it's not correct. So order of operations tell us what to do. So if I was baking a cake,
Whoa.
I have to follow the directions, right? I can't just put the flour and then put it in the oven and then take it out and put the egg and milk and mix it and serve it. What should I do first? Flour, the egg, the milk, and then put it in the oven, right? But if I don't follow the correct order, or like if I'm making scrambled eggs, can I just put the egg in the pan?
No.
No, what do I first have to do?
You have to crack it.
I have to crack it, right? So the order matters, right? Can't be just rolling around an egg in there.
For real.
Try it, let me know what happens.
Just like throw the egg at the pan.
Totally.
Would it pop?
And then you would eat shells.
You need scrambled eggs.
Those are the worst.
Eggs, I almost got them. The
Right.
shells are the best part.
My mom cracked the egg on my head one time.
Oh, fantastic.
Fried chicken.
My little sister would do it at the house like that.
All right.
Hey, the eggs is the best part.
She didn't put the fire on.
Okay, let's see this problem.
The shells are the best part.
Order of operations. Had some
I'm vegan,
yesterday.
So I can't eat eggs.
You like those colors?
Circle the 12 divided by 2.
Okay.
And circle the 6 times 3.
Thank you. So we're going to circle the 12 divided by 2 because I'm going to circle all division and multiplication.
What?
The only thing that's outside the circle are addition and subtraction. So everyone should be able to circle,
Holy moly.
right?
It's
Circling is not very difficult, hopefully.
6 plus,
So do this mini problem first.
6 plus 18.
Okay.
Use your multiplication table if you need it.
Is it 24?
12 divided by 2 is 6. Plus, do this mini problem. 6 times 3.
18.
Equals 20.
Yeah. Then I'm only left with addition. You should only be left with addition and subtraction at the end. If you're doing it right, the last thing you're doing is adding and subtracting. That's how you know you're right. 24.
24? That's like Kobe Bryant.
All right. I'm going to introduce something. Well, actually, I'm going to introduce the parentheses. Now, same thing, but parentheses have like a little bit more power.
They go first.
Yeah.
They go first,
Go.
okay? So, parentheses, they have more power, so you are going to be doing that first. So, what's inside the parentheses? 2 plus 3, so do that first. Even before you circle, You gotta do the parentheses first. What's 2 plus 3?
5.
5. Now, bring everything down before you circle. So, copy everything down you haven't used. Bring down the 20, the divide, the 1, the minus.
Is it 3?
Now, circle. What do I circle?
The 20 and the 5 is division,
All of this in one circle.
and then you circle the 1.
And then the 1 gets circled at the end. What is outside the circle? The addition and the subtraction sign. The addition and the subtraction sign are outside. All right, do the mini problem.
Okay.
Oh, I already did that.
All right, what's our answer to the mini problem? Oh, okay, cool. That's 4. Then minus 1 is 3. All right. So, like Jordan said, you've already learned this actually. This should not be brand new to you. You did this maybe 5th grade, maybe 6th grade. So why am I showing you this? Well, because let's turn it into 7th grade math right now. So now this problem is 7th grade math. What is the difference?
Let me see.
What? He says good game.
So what is the difference between a 7th grade problem and a 5th?
Putting negatives in.
Putting negatives. That's the only difference.
What was the negative? Oh, what the fuck?
So this is now a 7th grade problem. Are we still going to be circling? Yes.
Yeah.
So,
I think it's gonna be a negative.
so you circle the numbers with multiplication division. So a negative 6 is not a minus 6, so you circle it. I cannot circle this addition problem. Bella, put that away. And then I'm going to circle the negative 4 and the negative 2. Those get circled. The only thing not circled is your addition and subtraction sign. Genesis, let's write this down and try to do it before I do it. Now, Dorito Man will be your best friend for this problem. Why am I using Dorito Man? Because I'm multiplying with negative numbers.
Is the answer negative 10?
No.
It's not. What?
Okay. What kind of number is my first number here? Is it a positive or is it a negative? This is a negative. What kind of number is this number? Positive. Sophia, I need you to pay attention. What is, so, you go to your Dorito Man. This is a negative. Here. And this is a positive. So, cover it up. So, what have I not covered up with my finger?
Negative.
Negative. So, that means that my answer is going to be negative.
Negative 18.
18. Okay. Now, I'm going to bring down my plus sign. Now I'm going to do the second mini problem with my Dorito Man. First number is a negative. Second number is a negative. So you can either cover it up with your fingers or you can cross them out. So this is what you're going to do on Friday for your test. Negative 4 times negative 2 is a positive 8.
Monday or Friday? Monday or Friday?
Friday. So negative 18 plus positive 8,
10. Negative 10.
negative 10.
That's what I said.
I'm sorry. I don't think I processed it correctly.
You said negative 26.
What?
Stop. All right, let's try another one. Now they look somewhat difficult, but they're not. And you have to make sure that you use what you've been learning so far, like the Dorito Man. Here's another example. We're going to be using the Dorito Man as you work. Give me 2 minutes. 2 minutes. 2 minutes. 2 minutes and I'll be done. All right. What do I circle?
Negative 5 and
Negative 25. Do I circle the plus?
no.
Nope.
You circle the negative 16 on 4.
Do I just circle this?
No, with the negative three as well.
All of it. So this mini problem is not so mini. There's two problems in one. Now kids look at this and they're like, oh, it's a fraction, I can't do it. But what is this really fraction? What is it? It's really division. So this is negative 16 divided by positive 4. So negative, I can cross out the negative. This one's positive, cross out, oh, sorry. Cross out the positive, sorry. What am I left with? Negative 4 times negative 3. What's negative 4 times negative 3?
Positive. I mean positive 12. What? You said negative?
Dorito Man. You might have to use 2 Dorito Mans in one problem.
Oh my gosh.
This is a negative, this is a negative,
It's negative.
right? So what is my answer?
Positive.
Negative 15. No, it's negative because there's more negatives.
Negative 13.
Negative 13.
Literally.
Is this Dorito Man's brother?
Why?
Well, that's his neck. Because there's that's his wife.
Is that his twin brother?
Well, you know, it's
Mrs. Dorito Man?
Mrs. Dorito Man.
sure.
Lord, Mrs.
But she doesn't have no hair.
This is Dorito
Or
female.
the Dorito bald.
Yeah,
Is Mr. Dorito bald?
Mr.
there you go.
Her eyes look like different.
Wait, we have to draw what you're doing,
Hey,
right?
Mr. Is it because
Oh, yeah.
there's a bunch
All right.
of red on it?
Tomorrow, you're going to be doing exponents. Just curious, what would, Jordan, 1 to the power of 5 be?
5.
I know.
5.
No,
No, it's
1.
25.
1.
It's 1.
Wait, what?
So
Oh,
is
yeah.
1 to the power of 5 1 times 5?
Oh, I thought you said,
No.
I thought you said 5 to the power 2.
That's 25. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
1.
So 1 to the power of 5 is not 1 times 5. It's 1 times 1 times 1 times 1 times 1, which is just 1. But sometimes kids jump and they say 5, but we'll go review it tomorrow. 1 to the power of 5 is actually 1.
The power of 5 is, I mean, I forgot.
All right, parentheses first. I'm going to actually do number 2 with you. Number 2 with you. Number 2 with you. So if you want to skip to number 2, I'm going to do it with you. All right, so on number 2, what do I do first?
Parentheses.
Parentheses. Because there's parentheses, I got to do parentheses before I circle.
Is it 78?
Give me a second. So, parentheses first, but this makes me sad. Makes me sad.
Because it's
78? Jordan, did you say 78?
Yeah.
Okay. We're going to do 1, 2, and 3. I'm going to do 2. So we're subtracting. I don't like it because I can't do 8 minus 9. So I rewrite it as 8 plus negative 9. I'm doing number 2 with you if you want to pay attention. We're doing 2 together. Okay, what's 8 plus negative 9?
1.
No.
negative 1.
Negative 1 plus 8 times 3. So, you do parentheses and then bring everything down.
Okay.
Now circle.
Okay.
Listen,
24.
if the last thing you do is multiply or divide, you're doing it wrong. The last thing you should do is add or subtract. So you can keep that in the back of your mind. Why am I multiplying at the end? I probably did something wrong. You should only be adding and subtracting at the end. All right, so what's 3 times 8? 3 times 8 is
24.
plus negative 1.
23.
That is our answer for number 2.
Let's go.
Wait, what? Number 2 was 23?
Jordan and Matt.
24 plus. You finished
Wait, we just have to do
1, 2, and 3.
Oh my gosh.
we just do those and then turn it in on numbers.
No, we're gonna do some on the back. So work on 1, 2, and 3. What are you gonna do first on number 1? Parentheses, good. Come on, Bella. Subtract 13 minus 4. Use those fingers.
Wait, what are we doing?
1, 2, and 3.
Yeah, I already finished.
Okay.
I did it.
On number 1, do not do 9 times 14. If you end up with 9 times 14, you did it bad.
Somebody, I did it. I got 9 times 14.
Do not, number 1, if you do 9 times 14, you added before multiplying, which is a no-no.
Wait, is this supposed to be 9 times 8?
Yeah.
Yes.
Are you gonna go over the 1, 2, and 3 answers?
It's 90.
Not necessarily, but
It should be 78.
you should not get 9 times 14 on number 1. If you get 9 times 14, you did it wrong. You did the order wrong.
I should do multiplication first.
hmm
I did.
You should end up with 9 times 8.
9 times 8 plus 8.
hmm
72.
I got 73.
I bet. Wait, what's 9 times 8?
Bro, I need help.
I bet it was 62. Did someone get 200?
Wait, what's 9 times 8?
I got my answer wrong.
Wait, we're only going until 3, right?
Yeah.
Somebody, I'm confused with question 1.
Ah, wait, what?
Ruben, you got
72.
No, you're right. It's 62.
That's not math. Math.
Yeah.
When I tell you don't circle addition. What are the operations you're not supposed to circle?
addition and subtraction.
Okay, because someone didn't listen.
32.
I only said it once, right? I'm sorry. It's because I only said it once.
Did I do this right?
But didn't we finish our notebook?
Yeah. And didn't I say it like 5,000 times?
Yes.
Yes.
Who did it wrong?
Man, so do you play
Because it says
baseball for
right
McFadden?
here. Circle everything. I'm not going to
You're a
Yep.
kid now?
circle everything. My mom moved me.
Somebody, I need help.
Oh, yeah.
Question 1. I'm confused.
What do I do first?
Don't help Dylan. He's racist.
For addition.
Sure.
Ruben, what'd you say you are?
I keep getting lying.
Wait, how many?
You know who Yuri is?
But kids, what do kids do? They do 8 plus 6.
Is the bottom one 4 plus 16 times 2?
4 plus 16 times 2. Yes. And then circle.
Miss No Money, it's due today.
Wait,
We have 16 minutes
we're still doing 1, 2, 3.
We only do 1, 2, 3.
from the front. So now, if you're a typical 7th grader, should be done with 1, 2, and 3, right?
Is it gonna rain?
Stop. You need to stop. All right. To the back. Number 1. Why? Seriously? Dude, look at, no. All right, to the back, everybody. I'm going to start you off with number 1. So Jordan, I'm going to do the left side. Well, you guys are going to do the left side. All right, number 1. Who can tell me what to circle on number 1 on the back? Tell me, Ruben. So, we're going to circle the 5 by itself, the 8 divided by 2, and then the 7. What are the 2 things I never want to see in a circle?
Addition and subtraction.
That's the 2 things I never, ever, 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 ever want to see in a circle is the addition and the subtraction.
Is the answer 2 for the first one? What the hell?
I'm waiting for you to circle,
And freeze.
just like everybody else in the classroom.
Wait, we're just doing the left side?
All right, do the mini problem. What's the mini problem that we circled?
8 divided by 2.
8 divided by 2.
4.
What is 8 divided by
4.
2?
Is number 320?
All right. So bring down everything. You should know what 8 divided by 2 is.
4 plus 5 minus 7 is 2. Wait, what? You do
Is
that?
it?
Is it 15 for number 3? Number 5?
Mr. Man, do we do all the bags?
Left.
Wait, just the left side?
It's 2.
Dylan, you said Miss Noel?
I didn't say Mr. I said Mr. Melly.
This is many.
So 8 divided by 2, 4. Then bring everything around it. 5 plus minus 7.
Is it for number 724?
Do I have any more multiplication and division?
No.
No, so now you just go in order.
Okay.
Now just go in order, Jagger. Let's go. 5 plus 4 minus 7. 5 plus 4 minus 7.
Wait, what? Yeah.
Done. 5 plus 4. Use your finger.
Is number
5.
320?
It's the first one.
Is number 320?
Yeah, I got them.
What number did we stop on?
Just the left side. Just the left side. All right.
Is number 9,
Hold on.
80?
Okay, number 3. Circle. Go. Number 3, what are you going to circle? Number 3, what are you going to circle? The circling needs to actually help you do the math faster.
Miss, didn't you say that like 2 weeks ago that you're going to give us an extra credit assignment?
Extra credit, if you colored your pumpkin, it was extra credit.
What pumpkin?
Molly.
When's the pumpkin due?
Tomorrow. I'm going to give you some time tomorrow.
Did you get
Some.
You asked me for.
13 for 5?
Oh my god.
Why? Hey, miss, is number 5 13?
Can we have a cover sheet after this?
I told you.
Yeah.
You see, I'm smart.
Okay, what do we circle for number 3?
4 divided by 1. 8 times 2.
One, two, three.
13?
Who's 15?
Oh, because you get 29 minus 30. But what's 29 minus 30?
Dylan, you're a big kid now.
I don't know.
Write it down. 29 minus 30.
It's 15.
And then you realize, like, wait a minute. 20. Let's do these. These are easy. So what do I circle?
Mr. Mother, can I help us out? Homework?
So do that problem first.
Right up, right?
Too early? Too early, but yes. If you want to go get one, it's.
Miss, when you're in kindergarten or you're early for I was a week ago.
So you're going to
You guys are reminding me there.
add first,
I was.
then subtract. Okay, what are you going to circle for number 3? Going. Left side. Keep going. Keep going. Give me a second.
So we're gonna just
last time?
Yep. Can someone tell me how much this assignment's worth?
50 points.
Say oh god.
Really? Oh my gosh, my grades gonna go up.
Mr. Mike, this is live work.
It is.
Wait,
Someone may, yeah. So this assignment's worth 50 points. So let's
Why?
do it. It's actually not very hard. Finish it out.
Okay.
There's like a few